Plot, so much plot. Fan service is the plot of everything. Anime, serious story, anime, serious, so super serious. But no, fan service isn't super serious. Anime, plot. So in the last video, I talked about how I had to sort of teach my cousin what anime was, and a big part of that was describing to her tropes and stuff that's usual, what you should expect from anime. And of course with that, I had to explain fan service. Now this was kind of awkward, because the person I'm describing to this to is sort of like a sister to me, a little sister to me, younger sister. And even though we're pretty much the same age, I'm a little bit older, so it really felt a little weird, not too awkward, but it's just sort of like, okay, I have to be careful what I say here and how I describe this to someone, because to us, normal people who watch anime, you've been watching it for a certain amount of time where you're just sort of used to everything and you kind of know what to expect. It's really weird to explain that to someone who doesn't know what anime is, who's never watched it, and especially someone who's interested. That could really be something that takes them back from it and goes, wait a minute, I don't know about that, that sounds a little weird. So it was definitely awkward, but it really got me thinking, if it's something that sounds so weird when I say it out loud, even though I'm used to it, can fan service ruin an anime? Is that possible? So I started to think, okay, what are some shows that I've watched that overly use fan service? And I think of shows like Rosary Vampire. And that's a show that definitely overuses fan service, so much of it. And I remember always going back to it and saying, I absolutely love Rosary Vampire, great show, amazing story, fantastic, love it. But as fan service is too much, and that ruins it for me. But after so long, thinking about it now, it's a harem anime. It's not really supposed to be super amazing to me and be like this amazing, fantastic thing. It's just supposed to be a fun show to me. At least that's what I think a harem is. I think a harem is supposed to be enjoyed as just a fun show. Now, you can go ahead and kill me in the comments over that, but that's just what I believe. So, in a show like Rosary Vampire, yeah, something, fan service is totally fine because it's always used for comedic effect. It's never supposed to be super serious. Now, maybe there are a couple instances of this, but the majority of it is comedic. It's supposed to be funny. So, in that sense, yeah, alright, fan service is totally fine if it's a joke. That's cool. But maybe go ahead and look at something like Sword Art Online, where halfway through the first season, it uses fan service and it's never really meant to be funny. Sometimes it is, but a lot of the Asuna stuff is, or Asuna, sorry if I pronounce it, whatever, it doesn't matter. A lot of the Asuna stuff is like, oh, okay, wait, oh, no, that's disgusting. Oh boy, no, don't do that, that's weird. And it really makes you go, okay, that's lowered the quality of this show for me. At least it definitely did to me. That was something where it seemed like they were kind of, I don't know how to really explain it, put it into words, but it made me feel uncomfortable and go, okay, this isn't the same show I was watching before. Definitely changed into something else. And that, to an extent, did ruin the show for me. I really hate the second half of Sword Art Online. I think the last 3 episodes are great, but all the space in between is very, no, not a fan of that. I really don't like most of the Elfenheim stuff, and I think fan service is a big part of that, especially with the cousin whole story that was going on. I'm not going to get into that. So, yeah, to an extent, I think it can, but it really doesn't. Not all the time. See, there are shows like Kill la Kill where fan service is just super out there, and it kind of embraces it. It's like, yeah, it's fan service, but also we got a story, and it's got magic, and clothes, and fighting, and family, and everything, and friendship, and yeah, Kill la Kill. And when you first watch it, you're like, okay, well, there's a jiggly jogglers everywhere. It's just everywhere. Oh, there's a butt. It's everywhere. Can't escape it. Butts. Kill la Kill has butts. When you go on and you're somewhere halfway through the series, you're kind of used to everything. You're like, okay, this is crazy. I'm not going to expect what's going to happen next. But the fan service doesn't bother me anymore. You're just used to it, and it's fine. And to me, Kill la Kill's fan service really doesn't ruin anything. After you're used to it, and after you watch anime for so long, it went... At first, of course, something like Kill la Kill is always going to jump out at you and be like, okay, that's a lot. But after so long, it's just not really a big deal. And it doesn't stop me from enjoying the show. So, yes and no. I think fan service can definitely ruin the experience of an anime the first time you watch it, but then thinking back on it, it never bothers me then. So, I don't really know exactly. Can fan service ruin an anime? That's a question I leave to you in the comments. You go ahead and answer that. Personally, I'm very mixed on the whole topic here. I really don't know what to say. But personally, I think if it's done for comedic effect, that's fine. But when you take it into a show that takes itself seriously, and it's done, you know, like, not really comedically, but seriously, but it's you sort of know why it's there, and then, yeah, no, I think it ruins it. And I should have talked about me, because maybe that's another video for another day, but something like that, just gonna leave it at this. I think it's disgusting. I hate it. The song's fine, the animation's beautiful, but that's what I'm leaving it at. Now, if you follow Any Daily News on Twitter, then you saw the tweet where I said, for tomorrow's video, I would love to get some of your opinions, so tweet me using hashtag fanservice and tell me, can fanservice ruin a good anime? And I got some replies here from the Any Daily community that I'm going to go ahead and read for you. If it isn't too much fanservice, it should also fit the anime. Imagine an SNK with naked girls or boys besides the Titans, and then a face that I can only imagine looks something like this. Well, let me tell you, if you were on Tumblr around the time Attack on Titan was airing, you didn't have to imagine anything. The fandom filled that gap for you. But, no, yeah, that definitely would be weird. Yeah, no, I get where you're going with that. At @Cure_Delta says, as long as it's done right, a good story and some fan service is okay, but when you overdo it, that's when it's an issue. Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree. If you do it too much in a show that's, like, serious, like I mentioned before, no, I can't get into it. That really does ruin the experience for me in some way. @_with_no_name says, fan service, High School of the Dead. I don't need to say more. Pretty sure you mean High School of the Dead, but yeah. No. Agree, 100%. @Ben_Garcia says, Kill la Kill is unwatchable. I just talked about that. No, I actually really like Kill la Kill. I think it's very watchable. A lot of people think it's watchable. Ben, maybe you should reconsider and go back and watch Kill la Kill and just not let it bother you. I don't know how much anime you've watched. I like Kill la Kill, maybe give it another shot. And finally, @LittleShodaBoo says, fan service, in my opinion, it depends on how well the plot and characters are developed. Gurren Lagann is a great anime, for example. Gosh, listen, great Gurren Lagann being a great anime, for example, that's debatable. But no, besides that, I agree with you. If it's done right, yeah, it's fine. Well, that's all I have to say on this topic. You guys can discuss this in the comments, and of course you can follow Andy Daily on Twitter, blah, 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 everything, mid-rolls, blah. Alright, what lower thirds? Anyway, the really important part here is that I love making videos for you. It's my passion. I enjoy editing, I enjoy filming, I enjoy making goofy voices, and talking about anime for all of you. That was a goofy thing right there. Anyway, I can't do this without your help, because a lot of what I'm recording on right now is borrowed equipment. So, if you want, you can go ahead and donate to an Indiegogo that I'm running. I don't know if that's what the text is going to be, but you can go ahead and donate to that and help me continue, because I need to buy equipment and stop using other people's stuff. So you can go ahead and help me with that. It's a flexible funding campaign, which means at the time of uploading there should only be 9 days left for the campaign. But with flexible funding, it means that you can donate whatever you want, and even if the campaign doesn't reach the goal, I'm still going to receive whatever you give. So don't let that stop you. Do not hesitate. If you think I'm worth it and that you want more videos, then yes, donate. Give whatever you feel I deserve. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.